How do we go about comparing mixed numbers? Suppose we have these four mixed numbers and we want to write them in order. 8 and 11/15, 8.7, 8 and 2/3, 6 and 9/17. So the first question we should ask ourselves is one of these obviously much bigger or much smaller than the others? And looking at these, right, this is between 8 and 9. This is between 8 and 9. This is between 8 and 9. This is between 6 and 7. All right, so obviously this number that's between 6 and 7 is the smallest. 6 and 9/17, certainly the smallest. Don't have to think about it anymore. How about these three? They're all between 8 and 9. We want to know where between 8 and 9 they're going to be. So we need to compare the fraction parts and decide which one's biggest. We need to compare 11/15. 0.7 is 7/10, and 2/3. To do that, we're going to need the least common multiple of these three numbers. Again, I think prime factorization is the easy way to find that, partially because 3 is prime. 15 is 3 times 5. 10 is 2 times 5. So my least common multiple, he'll need a 3 and a 5. He'll need a 2 and a 5. He's already got a 5, but he needs a 2. He'll need a 3. He's already got a 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 times 2. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. My least common multiple is 30. 11/15, that'll be 15 times something. 11 times something, some number of 30ths. 7/10 will be 7 times something over 10 times something, some number of 30ths. And 2/3, that'll be 2 times something over 3 times something, some number of 30ths. I see that 15 times 2 gave me 30. So I'll have 11 times 2 is 22. Clearly 10 times 3 is 30. So I'll have 7 times 3 is 21. 3 times 10 is 30. So I'll have 2 times 10 is 20. All right. 11/15, that's 22/30. 0.7, that's 21/30. And 2/3, that's 20/30. Which fraction part is smallest? 20/30. So 8 and 2/3 will come next. Which fraction part comes next? 21/30. 8.7 will come next. And finally, 22/30. 8 and 11/15 will be last. So what did we do here? Well, there were two separate phases, right? First, we compared the whole number parts in just the same way we usually compare whole numbers. And then, only for mixed numbers with the same whole number part, we compared fraction parts. Notice again, we didn't care at all about this 9/17, because we already knew that 6 and 9/17 was smallest. All right, so I'm going to give you one of these to try. Order these three fractions from least to greatest. 2.893, 3 2/5, 3 1/3. Pause the video and try this now. Alright, so it's clear that the smallest fraction is the one whose whole number part is 2. What about these two? They have the same whole number part, 3. To compare the fraction part, we need to write them with a common denominator. 3 and 5 are both prime, so my least common denominator will be 15. 15 is 5 times 3. 15 is 3 times 5. So here my numerator will be 1 times 5 is 5. Clearly 5/15 is smaller than 6/15. So 3 1/3 is smaller than 3 2/5. And these are my mixed numbers ordered from least to greatest.